things should be coming through now. Stream health is good. Everything's good. Green lights across the board, baby. Uh-oh. Hello, Internet. I'm your host, Matt Haas. Thanks for being here tonight. This is the All Things YouTube live show. Go ahead and drop a like, hit subscribe. Did you hit this bell yet? Do that. That'd be wonderful. All right. Who do we have in the house today? Sammy Superstar is here. We have a superstar in the house. Welcome back, Sammy. Copy Trading is here. Harneal Media and Jaden0428. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Rich Vibes popped in too. Please don't cut out that timer, LOL. I will not do that. No, no, no. Hope everyone is doing fabulous. Boy, I had a crazy week and I am tired. I was all over God's green earth. A lot of fun. Speaking of some fun stuff, this is how you can, with a lot of fun, interact with me on the interwebs. Join this Facebook group and get in on my email newsletter. That's how I let everyone know what's happening. I've got a course. I'll do some consulting. Get in that. The course is free for 32 lessons. Jump all over that. And what else we got going on? We've got the tip. Stream Elements tip. There is a link to this in the description. It's also listed right here. You'll get your name on the screen throughout the show. Actually, it's going to stay there until someone tips over top of you. I also got the latest tipper spot, so that's a lot of fun. Here's the Patreon group. I'll explain that in a minute, Jaden. No problem. Hey, Einar is here. Welcome, Einar. And Shayna's here as well. Shayna, hello, hello. Always good to see you here. What's your thoughts on IGTV? Ooh, wow. Okay, I'll get into that too. Yes, keep the questions coming. Open Q&A all night. These are my top patrons: Jerry Brown, Harneal Media, Love Audio Production, Osprey Mama, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs, and Shalalala Productions. Be a top patron. I'll put your graphics up here and shout you out, and you'll make me do some labor by rearranging this overlay. Hey, I won't mind. It'd be a lot of fun. $1 patrons: Steve Carmichael, Marta Mike's Woodshop, Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Javi's Woodshop, The Mad Maker, sponsored by Verbose Perspectives. Third Thursday of every month. Check out Shalalala Productions for that. They do live streaming, pop culture, and all kinds of tech goodness over there. For sure, for sure. All right. And I got this too. With the new overlay, if you buy me a coffee, you'll get shouted out on an overlay. This is how I do my show. I use Ecamm. This is an affiliate link. 14-day free trial. Use this link to come back to an order, and I'll catch a few pennies. Same price for you. Same thing. Amazon shopping and some snarky t-shirts. I got everything. All this stuff is in the description. And we'll get going. Yeah, what was this stream about? Well, right before I went live on this show, I went live on a unannounced page, like a go live instantly. I didn't set my streaming software to stream under this show. So I was live, but I was not live on the page that I was supposed to be on. And that's what happened. And I think I tripped over that because I was getting ready for the show and I saw it was 5 after, or 5 of the hour. And I was like, oh, I just hit the go button, but I didn't realize I wasn't on the right thing. So I streamed to the wrong page, essentially. Happens. Hey, this is live, folks. It's live. You get warts and all. And what is this? On IGTV? N.IGTV. Oh, you're just talking this is what you're talking about, right? Oh, hold on. Boom. Instagram TV. Yeah, what are my thoughts on it? Says copy trading. My thoughts are it's video. I love video. I love online video. I love it so much. I even say hello internet. I don't even say hello YouTubers, even though it's a show about YouTube. I love online video because I don't care where the online video ends up. This is a Facebook property. Ultimately, Facebook owns Instagram, and you'll have to factor that in. I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook as a platform. I mean, I like it. And it's kind of where I hang out mostly I love Facebook groups and people. I love people. And there are people on Facebook. So I like Facebook for that. But for growing your business, it has its own set of unique and additional challenges. With Facebook and things like IGTV, what I'm after is an audience that will come back and watch my stuff. With IGTV and with Facebook streaming or Facebook posting videos on Facebook pages or Facebook groups, it's more of if I'm on the platform at the time that this comes on, yeah, maybe I'll engage it. YouTube is, people will come back 7 p.m. Eastern every Monday. Like, it's a thing. So in that respect, YouTube is more built around a repeating audience. And that's my main thought. Copy Trading says IGTV, they will be starting to pay creators, I think, like YouTube. Well, this is another topic that I love talking about, is sharing the wealth. For a long time, Facebook, and again, Facebook owns IGTV, didn't pay creators anything. And then they started a program, and then they took it away, and now they're bringing it back. And now I think for a short amount, I know, they're giving you 100% of the revenue, which is amazing. Twitch, for example, 50%, half of everything they bring in, they keep as a platform, which is the worst out there. YouTube, depending on what type of income you're talking about, they'll take 30%. So you keep 70%, and that's for super chats and things like that. The ad dollar distribution is a little different. I think it's 60-40 or 55-45. So in favor, the higher number is in favor of the creator, which is very good. And now they want to pay creators too, and that's great. See, this is all competition. See, this is why competition is good. If there was only one platform to rule them all, they wouldn't have to do things like this. They can say, well, you got to play by our rules or you're not going to play at all. Well, that's not the case when you have IGTV, you have Twitch, you have YouTube, you have all these places to put it. You have BitChute, everywhere. So I love competition, and I love creators getting paid, and I love the options to get paid. Now, as with all of your business strategies, no matter where you are, the revenue sharing from a platform, like sharing the ad dollars through YouTube's YPP program, which is the YouTube Partner Program, that should be one piece of the puzzle. You need to diversify and get lots of income streams going. You know, are you doing the merch? Are you selling a course? Do you have a product? Do you have a book? Do you have memberships? Do you have memberships on Patreon? Do you have memberships with YouTube if you're eligible for that? Do you have a subscribe star? Are there perks? This is the all those revenue sources, and the revenue sharing should only be one part of it. Jaden says, put the Notion link in the show more box. Put the Notion. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I have Notion. Come to my website, allthingsyoutube.com, and slide down to the bottom. I have a little Notion entry here. Matt's Notion page shows everything that's posted to the interwebs. And here is my future live shows. Which is cool. But you could also go over here and go to All Things YouTube. And this is everything that I've published in the past. The future live shows are live shows that are happening today. This is happening today or in the future. And yes, you can even get in on my Festivus show, December 23rd, but it's unlisted, but you can slip in. You can slip into it here. You go to the show page and get it. Boom. As a matter of fact, I need to put the URL there. So I'm going to do some Notion work behind the scenes. This is going to be fun for you because you can see how it works. This is my app, Notion, and I can come to future live shows, come here, go to properties, and I'm going to show that URL, pub URL. Boop. There we go. Now you see the little URL down there. It's super tiny. You should be able to see it. Yeah, that YouTube.be. And so now, if I leave the app, come back over here and refresh. Oh, I didn't even have to refresh. It was right there automatically. See, now you can jump right to it. Boom. Isn't that nice? Now you said, Jaden, you said put it in the show more box. What platform is the show more box on? If you could clarify that for me, that would be good. New comments. There we go. Hey, howdy, Rich Vibes is in the house. Good to have you here, my friend. Rich is a DJ. He spins some awesome tunes. I published a Piano Awesome video. If you follow my piano shenanigans, I did Lady Gaga's Born This Way on that bad boy. Oh, the YouTube show more box. It should be there. It should be there. Let me go out to the page. So if you go here and you go to my video, this is the live stream. And well, the show more box is already collapsed. Notion is, where's my Notion page? I thought it should be here. Yeah, right there. Here's my recent content. This is it, Jaden. Right there. That's the link to my Notion. Oh, never mind, I get it. Okay, there you go. Hey, always ask. Doesn't hurt to ask. And I no problem. No problem there. Always ask. Make that a little bit bigger. All right. What other YouTube questions do you have? Oh, I will also say next Monday is the 5th of July, which is really close to the 4th of July, and that's a holiday in the United States. It's Independence Day, where we celebrate our country's independence from the iron fist of England. So I will not have an All Things YouTube live show on Monday the 5th. So no show next week. Just putting that out there. Putting that out there. All right. Hey, here's something fun that's YouTube related. I made this book. It's just a notebook with, blank, empty, lined rules. I put that out there on Amazon, and they'll sell the book. They'll short run manufacture the book, and I sold 2 of them. Yay! I get 18 cents a piece profit because I jacked the price all the way down. They're like, we recommend you sell this for $11. I'm like, no, it's going to be $5. Actually, it's less than $5. It's a couple pennies less than $5. So if you want a 100-page journal-lined notebook that says where troubles melt like lemon drops, you can get it on Amazon. Just search my name. Put this name in Amazon. I'm the first search result. Dippy is here. Hello, Dippy. Welcome to the show. Static is there static on the stream? How's my audio? Is that coming through okay? I better check the stream. Hold on. Let me get that going. Sounds clear to me. I refreshed. It's now okay. All right. Thank you for passing along any concerns about the show. Instead of static, I could do this.
Put the voice changer on. How's that? Should I do the show with my voice changer? There is a video in my back catalog where I review this bad boy.
Let me take the voice changer off. This is the KB11 voice changer. $45. This sucker is. Cheapest voice changer you can buy. It is every bit the $45 piece of equipment you would expect. Because it basically does the voice changing and that's it. Although it's got 100 million other features, I wouldn't touch it for anything but the voice changer. But that's a lot of fun. It's got all different kinds of voices.
You like this voice better? This is more of a menacing voice.
But that's the one I like. This is the voice that I think works best.
Anywho, that's that. What questions do you have about the YouTubes? Any questions about your YouTube channel? Any questions about growing an audience? Any questions about video editing? Any questions about marketing strategies? I will say what's been coming up in the forums lately, both on my All Things YouTube Facebook group and other groups. If you're not in this Facebook group, search these terms on Facebook and request access to be in that group. I'll accept you. I'm still a huge fan of email marketing. When you do email marketing, one thing happens that people don't realize is pretty significant, and that is you have control over that audience. You've got a direct line of communication to your audience. Doesn't have to go through Facebook where maybe they'll see the notification. Doesn't have to go through YouTube where maybe they'll get notified that you're live or you've posted a video. It's a direct line to your audience, and that is powerful. Have you ever gotten a YouTube copyright strike? I have received a YouTube copyright claim many times, but not a strike. Just to clarify, claim has no account impact on YouTube. A claim can limit the visibility of your video. They could exclude it from different countries or stop it from being seen at all. A claim can have ads forced onto your video, and the claimant will take the revenue from the ads. So I've had lots of claims, and I've had my one video on my woodworking channel. I have this woodworking channel here, Awesome Wood Things, another channel I run. I used Prince's song Kiss. Prince, the artist formerly known as Prince, he has a song titled Kiss, and oddly enough, they started taking the revenue. And then they said they blocked it worldwide. And then they opened it up, visible worldwide, taking the revenue again. And then they shut it down. This happened over a year and a half. And that's the thing about copyright is the claimant can change their mind in the future. Just because something's okay in one particular day and month doesn't mean it's going to be okay according to the claimant in a future day and month. So I've dealt with that. I've had another claim where on my Matthew Haas channel, I shouldn't even say this. YouTube gives you a channel just for signing up for Gmail, basically. And it's public. You can find it. It's not hard to find. It's my full name. It's Matthew, Matthew Haas. And there's a whole bunch of them, but I'm one of them. And I don't post anything there. I mostly post stuff I just want to archive or just show somebody, like, you know, a drainage system or my car making weird noises, just dumb stuff. But one video out there where I did the dance contest, which I won this trophy, by the way. That's a trophy for a community dance contest. Well, the song on that is Van Halen's Jump. And for some reason, that got a copyright claim where they said it cannot be shown in Germany. Everywhere else, it's visible worldwide, except Germany. These are the types of things claimants can do on the platform. So I've got many, many copyright claims, but I've never gotten a strike. Now, that's not because I did anything to prevent a strike. Any one of those claims could have been a strike. It's up to the claimant what they want to do. When you use someone else's intellectual property on YouTube, the person who owns it can do nothing. They can limit the visibility to certain regions of the world or take it off or restrict all parts of the world from viewing it. They can put ads on it, or they can strike you. And if you get 3 strikes in a short time frame, like a month or 3 months, I forget exactly. But if you get those 3 that accumulate in a short amount of time, they can remove your channel from the platform. So you don't want that. 3 strikes, you're out. Unlike Twitch, for example, which Twitch will ban you, or they'll stop you from being able to stream for 3 days, and then you're back on with no penalties. That seems to be the system over there on Twitch. I talk about Twitch a lot because I think Twitch is going down, down, down. I do not see Twitch being a viable product in the future. It's already difficult to be successful on Twitch. There's no searchability, or there's no discoverability on Twitch at all. You got to know where you're going to go, and you got to go there. Now, they have like 6 little icons on the bottom for now streaming, or they try and have some discoverability on there, but it's really bad. They take the highest amount of revenue sharing from you. It's a little bit easy to have a business relationship with them, but then they lock you in, they own your likeness, and they will not let you multi-stream. So you've got to only stream with them. And there are penalties. If people misbehave and do bad things, they get a 3-day unpaid vacation, and then they're back on, no issues whatsoever. So be thankful you're on YouTube, because YouTube is much, much better. Any more questions about the YouTubes? Keep them coming, people. I got some new gear. Well, if you can call it gear, I got an iPad Pro. I traded in my MacBook Pro that I bought last year, fully spec'd out. Had all the RAM, had all the storage. It was a beast. Traded it in, and I got the iPad Pro with 8 gigs of memory and the M1 chip. And I'm still kind of getting used to that. So, and if anyone has any tips about using the iPad Pro for content creation, hit me up, because I will be anxious to know what your thoughts are about that. Yeah. Check out a few things here. All right, stream health is good. Excellent. I hope people have fun plans next week if you're in the United States and celebrating Independence Day. Did anyone do Amazon Prime? I got another one of these. This is just a ball head for cameras and things. And it's got this odd size thread, but it comes with different inserts, so you can get it down the 1/4 or whatever you need. And I like it because it has 2 little grippers here, this one and this one. So both of these clamp down on that ball and make sure it doesn't spin and it doesn't move. This little guy stops. It has sort of a periscope type thing. Watch. It can rotate like this. So if you wanted the periscope, just turn it like that. You could do it that way. So this is I don't know how you pronounce that that name, Pegia, but it's good stuff. If you could do anything different when you started on YouTube, what would it be? Hey, Chris Nealon's here from Niantic River Woodcrafting. Hello, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. I would learn video editing more, or take a deeper dive into skills, boosting my skills and getting video editing a little sharper and better, because it's real easy just to throw stuff up on YouTube and not make it tight, not make it clean, not make it powerful. And I would also do more bulleted lists. I was always a big fan of bulleted lists, but I would tighten that up as well, because those 2 things will equal better results. It's not the gear you have, it's not the internet speed, it's not the computer, it's content. So I would focus on getting the content as good as possible. Thankfully, when I first started, I asked this question to a couple big YouTubers, and someone told me, don't do anything stupid. And he was serious. It wasn't just an off-the-cuff thing, because your stuff is out there. I mean, it's out there, and it's always searchable and findable. And now that doesn't mean don't be silly. don't have a sense of humor, but it's just don't do anything. Like there's one woodworking video where on a tool in the background, my drill press, which has a flat table on it, I think I was giving some people a tour of my wood shop that came to a Christmas party at my house. And someone put a beer bottle down on the one tool. And I was shooting a video for Awesome Wood Things, and it was in the background. Now, I didn't consume the beer while I was woodworking, which I would never do, because, you know, you need all of your faculties when you're around spinning discs of metal that can dismember you. But it was out there, and I'm like, should have caught that. I should have caught that. So that's an example of, because it's the implication. And this is the thing when you're online, is people are picking up things from your content, even things you don't say, even things you don't write down in the description, even things you don't put on screen. They are forming expectations, and they are jumping to their own conclusions. So it was a headache that I could have had in the future. I didn't want that headache. So I would try and make the most entertaining content that I could, cutting out as much fluff of the content as I could. That's part of video editing. I would learn some video editing techniques like a J cut or an L cut. Do you know what a J cut or L cut is? You should look it up. There are things you can do that are subtle, but it will make your content that much better. And it might not make it better to the point where people are like, oh, that's good content. It's quite the opposite. People know bad content when they see it. They don't always know why they like something. But if you do some of these techniques, you're just going to be on par with the professionals out there that are doing this. For those that are asking, a J cut or an L cut is when you switch scenes, but the audio of the next scene either happens before or after the cut. An example would be, I could be talking to you and you could hear a train in the background, but you're still looking at my office. And then you hear the train, and then the transitions, it changes scenes to stock footage of a train. That would be an example of what I'm talking about. It's subtle. Same thing with when you're doing two people talking, but the camera's only on person A or on person B. The wrong way to do it is person A speaks the line, you cut to person B, and person B speaks a line. That's how amateurs do it. The way professionals do it is I say my line to blue shirt Matt, person A, and then I hear person B, red shirt Matt, respond, and then it flips to him. So the voice bleeds into the video of the next cut, the next scene, before the scene flips. That mirrors what you would do in real life. If there are two people and this person's talking, you would look, then you would hear this person talk, and then you would move. And then this person would talk, and then you would move your eyes over there. So it's a very natural type of thing that you experience in the real world. You know, you don't look at someone before they start talking. Someone over here starts talking. You'll hear them talking while you're looking at this person, and then you'll turn. You can mimic that in video editing, and that is some of the stuff that YouTubers don't know. But when you do it, now, if you do a J cut and L cut properly, no one's going to say, oh man, that was so good. Quite the opposite. They'll know it doesn't suck. They won't hate on it. It won't feel wrong. It will. So those are the types of things that I would do differently. I waited way too. Now, this whole answer was not tech related, but there are some tech things too. I waited too long to upgrade the video quality of my content. I finally got a nice camera, and I should have done it earlier. I started out with that camera, which is my bald spot cam. Like this. Actually, no, I didn't. My upgrade path was to buy an app to make the camera on my laptop better, because Apple computers have a built-in camera and you don't have any controls. Well, you can pay $10 and then you can do the hue, saturation, the brightness, and the zoom and the focus. You can have control over that. So I made my internal webcam on my laptop better with a $10 app. And then I switched to the C920 Logitech, and that boosted my quality even better. And then I figured out that I could get my old Canon DSLR, 10-year-old Canon DSLR, will work with Ecamm if you jack it directly in with a USB. And then that stepped up the quality again. And then finally I got a good camera. I should have gotten the better camera much, much earlier. Now, luckily, my audio was jacked up from the beginning, and I knew I had the smarts to know you cannot accept bad audio. People will not tolerate bad audio. They'll jump off of your video. So that's how this thing came about. This is a very expensive studio microphone. This is the Heil PR40. I love this microphone. This microphone has been around for decades. Industry professionals, radio stations have used specifically this microphone for years, and professionals swear by it. It's very good for the spoken voice. It's especially good for the male spoken voice, although it does great for female voices as well. Now, it is a studio mic. You can't put this in the middle of a choir and have it pick. It picks up right here. If you need things that make noise in this vicinity, that mic is the mic that you want. And I got that working. What camera are you using now? I am using the Sony a6100. It's a mirrorless camera, and it has clean HDMI out, which is what I'm using for this webcam. So my computer thinks this very expensive photography camera, the Sony a6100, they thinks it's a webcam because it's connected to a capture card. That is a capture card. The HD60S Plus basically has an HDMI input and then a USB output. I'm also using a $400 prime lens. Prime just means you can't focus it. I'm sorry, you can't zoom it. It has no zoom, which means you can get really good glass for really cheap. Because if you were to have the same features of this lens on a lens which you could zoom, it would jump to probably close to $2,000. So in this environment, I only need to be right here. I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. Yeah. This works. This much room is from that point to this point is what I need. And for that, I can get an f1.4, which is the f-stop. And the lower the number, the more light that can come into the computer, into the camera. Cameras are computers. And the better shots you can get. f1.4 is very, very low. I've got that card. I could not get it to work, ... yet. Do you have the HD60 or do you have the HD60 Plus? Although, I'm sorry, there's an S. There's the HD60S, and there's the HD60S Plus. The Plus is the latest version of that product line, and the Plus is completely plug and play, where the HD60S, without the Plus, requires a lot more software and some other configuration steps like that. So if you're having trouble, I would check to see if you have the HD60S, because those can be problematic. Yeah, the S, I think. Yeah. Well, you can solve. They will work. They will work, but you got to be a nerd about it, and you got to get techie, and you got to force it to work. You could sell what you have to a friend or on eBay or Craigslist or whatever, Facebook Marketplace, and then buy the HD60S Plus. Then you will not have any problems. I'll work on it someday. Come on. Yeah. Capture cards are great. They're wonderful. They take these expensive cameras and they make them work for live shows. They're amazing. Because if you just use a camera and write everything to the SD card and then bring it into your video editing program, then you don't have to worry about capture cards. But if you want to use these cameras for live video productions, you need a capture card of some kind. I used to be a nerd, but my brain matured to mush. Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. Got my Love Audio coffee mug. My friend Paul Weber made that coffee. He has a show called Love Audio Production. He does audio work professionally. He's got a nice big old soundboard. I have a soundboard, but my soundboard's much smaller. This is my soundboard. It has 4 XLR inputs. And his has many, many more. All right, everyone. I think I will end it here. Thursday, I'll be on Mind Equals Blown with Brenda G. There is a link in the description, almost all the way at the bottom. Go ahead and click that and choose Set Reminder and come on over to the Mind Equals Blown show with Brenda G on Thursday, the 1st of July. I will be there. And then I will not be on All Things YouTube next Monday, the 5th, because that's technically a work holiday for me, and I will be out of town. So I will be back on the 12th, July 12th. So I will see you July 12th, and I will be all around the interwebs. I'm here. Come find me on the Facebooks. Get in my email list. If you want to send me something, that's where I have a postal mailbox. And if you love the free content, consider being a donor on All Things YouTube Patreon. All right, we're leaving it here. Thanks, everyone. Have a safe holiday next week. Be awesome. Come see me. I'm around the interwebs. Take care, everyone. Good night.